bracket. I was like, I don't know exactly who's going to take this. Fatality seems very warmed up, seems very poised. I've kind of been okay this season for the most part. But Ling was like, hey, look, man, I don't care what the meta's talking about. I don't care what the DLC is talking about. This is still Peach and this is still Falcon. And in a lot of our exchanges, I have your number, especially in the off-stage category. So Ling showing his prowess right there in that last match.
Yeah, man, I got to say, these Caribbean players, they got it going on. We got Dominican Republic, USA, and Puerto Rico all represented here in the top 4 of this tournament. It's gonna be Peach versus me, Gunner. Make some noise, people. This is for 4th place minimum. Winner will go on to fight against Larry Lur, get a shot at taking out one of the top dogs of this tournament. Ling already doing just that, eliminating the 2nd seed in his last set.
That's right. Now let's see how this one all shakes out. Bit of a cold start right here for Ling. And again, it kind of leans into what we talked about when we were watching the beginning of Top 8 and Capitancito doing work. Me Gunner, you know, surprisingly enough, very scrappy. Nair's a good option. Grab range is amazing as well, too. Has things like drag down up air into up tilt. Can really throw down at those early percents. And then, like most zoners in the game, leans into what you think they're going to lean into. I got the lead. I've been chiseling away at not only your mental, but also the physical portion of this game because you just have to keep holding shield. Now I'm going to disengage, and I'm just going to start pressing that B button.
Yeah, for sure. If you let me, Gunner, have a second to breathe, the field turns into an absolute war zone. Oh, wow, the Peach Bomber off of the bomb right there. Some smart counterplay there from Ling. I'm not sure if that's what he was actually looking for, but it worked out, and he's definitely going to be keeping a mental catalog of that. This is one of those matchups that nobody really plays the character at all, but especially not at Capitancito's level. So Ling is figuring this out as he goes. Of course, this is his 2nd bout with him today, and he's certainly looking for revenge.
No doubt. It could be a bit of a matchup check, but oh my goodness, lands improperly and turn around F tilt. Like I said before, has some pretty sneaky good options up close and personal, but you got to reach out and really touch somebody. Whoops the grab. Now, one key thing to bring up here is the type of recovery that Me Gunner has. Doesn't have the big punch and doesn't have the up special that has the recoil on the end. Has one with no active hitbox at all. And I think that's speaking to Ling right now, trying to keep him off stage with that turn up. You get caught in that corner improperly, that's down air in the corner, that's down smash if you air dodge in, and hell, that's even just nair. I mean, there's a lot of options Ling has here versus Capitancito.
Oh, he's doing a great job of evening this one back up, is what I would say if Capitancito didn't just go on a 70 damage tear right there. The forward smash occupying so much space. Like we said, man, if you let this character be for just 1 second, there are hitboxes everywhere. How do you possibly account for all that? Even a character with good air mobility like Peach, having float at her disposal, really struggles to crack through these walls.
I'm glad you brought that up. You can't jump around Me Gunner for free either because there is always the looming threat of up tilt, which is a just surprisingly good option. No back hitbox on it, but damn it, I don't think that move needs a back hitbox. The forward hitbox on it strong enough. And then, of course, you got up smash. Up smash takes no prisoners. Up smash is so good, it probably makes Power Suit Samus and Dark Samus just jealous. I mean, that move can do everything and then some.
Yeah, and the up tilt as well. This character not short on anti-airs. Wow, the forward air almost killing. I didn't know that move had any type of knockback. Snuffs out the air dodge. It's going to be a down tilt to put Capitancito up 2 stocks just for a brief moment in this game 1.
Okay, back air gets it done. Finally putting a point on the board, but I don't want to say too little too late. Okay, early on the parasol, back to the stage, and wow, look at that. Now that's looking like some Street Fighter right there. Let the projectile hit you on block, and then I run up and grab. All right, Guile, I see you.
Bro, that's looking like Marvel. This man's got assists. The slow fire on the missiles, following that up with some crazy pressure. But here we go, Ling with a potential chance to respond here. Like you said, this character has no hitbox on the recovery. Capitancito compensates for that by throwing missiles and bombs out on his path back to the stage. But when you don't have enough time to get that going, you can definitely abuse the recovery.
100%, man. You need as much coverage as possible when a player as talented as Ling, piloting a character as good as Peach, is coming after you early on the swing back here, of course, taking no prisoners. We've seen how well that came out and worked from in some of Capitancito's previous matches, but yes, letting the stick talk. Side B gets it done. Game 1 goes to Capitancito.
Man, we were talking about how Ling is looking for this revenge, trying to see what he's learned from his first set coming into this one, how much information he could keep track of in the Me Gunner matchup. But man, it looks like Capitancito was learning along with him. Even though Peach is a little bit more of a common character, she's still kind of in short supply. Yeah. So just watching the evolution of the gameplay between these two, super interesting. But it's going to be Capitancito with a really dominant game 1 to put himself up in the set.
100%, man. I think Peach, obviously a very strong character, and she kind of reminds me like what we see from some of the Fire Emblem characters. Some of the more cut and dry ones like Marth, Lucina, you know, Crom and Roy is like, you know her options. They're pretty linear. They're pretty telegraphed, actually. They're just so damn good that they're hard to work around. But because of that, if you have projectiles that can kind of keep her at bay, that's a big thorn in Peach's side. She can't get up close. She's honestly probably the original Strings character in this game, probably before Kazuya and before Falco as we know him. But when you can't get close, what are you to do? Turnip can only do so much.
Yeah, the combo game does go crazy, but you gotta get that first hit, and that's really been the problem. Mii Gunner's neutral just so tight, so difficult to find the gaps, and Ling really struggling to do that. Capitancito taking full advantage. Oh man, that's a projectile war you do not want to engage in.
No, absolutely not, man. You say yours is big, mine is bigger though, trust me. There's the backer, and and look at the movement options. Love the reverse on the forward air. And again, right when you get up close and personal, just when you break that zone, just when you think it's okay to grab Mii Gunner, F tilt comes out. I don't know what the frame data on that move is, but it's too damn fast to be shooting projectiles. There's that up smash.
Preemptively calling out that jump from Ling. There's one thing you can be sure of, it's that Peach wants to play in the air. Ling stuck in his shield. His immediate response was to go for a jump. Capitancito not letting him have it and already putting so much damage on the board here. 94?
Going on a big run here, Max. I'm so glad you brought that up. It just seems like the damage is just not stopping. The minute Capitancito gets one hit, it just turns into many other hits. The whole terrain, the whole stage is kind of just a minefield. And it just feels like anytime Ling jumps improperly, he has to punish on the ready. Okay.
Oh, the empty float. Very clean stuff there from Ling. Oh, we're going to see the up air come through, protecting himself from above. And now Ling forced to land. Okay, goes for the air dodge to the platform. He's still alive, getting a couple hits in. But you need to not only take this stock, but play out of your mind for the next one.
Okay. I think he hears you loud and clear right now. Tap into some of that energy you were talking about, and that's exactly what I was bringing up right there in game number one. The looming threat, of course, no hitbox on that up special, and then you don't have, side B or, down B or pretty much any of your projectiles give any coverage. Peach is definitely looking for that, and then some great option right there from Ling, but wow, less is most certainly more. Again, once you break that zone, you think it's all gravy, and most certainly it's not. Down tilt, up tilt, all of Mii Gunner's tilt, so good.
Yeah, some really good buttons on a character who has an insane projectile game, right? The zoners in this game have hands, to the chagrin of so many players out there, man. I understand why they're so frustrated playing against things like Mii Gunner. Wow, that up air almost reaching a whole platform and a half away.
That was so smart, too, to go for like almost not the full jump on the up air, but just high enough to where, you air dodge through it, you think you're going to come down and punish me? Please come off that platform, and I'm going to rinse and repeat the situation. Playing one step ahead of the competition is exactly how you got to pilot a character designed like Mii Gunner. Okay, regular missile. Wow, and the up tilt. Whoa.
Dude, what a ridiculous anti-air that is. The arc that it hits that covering directly above Mii Gunner's head. That straightforward hitbox. That is such a good move. And if I'm not mistaken, that's like frame 6 or something crazy.
It's too damn fast, man. You're probably going to piss yourself off looking it up because it's probably so quick, man. It's like, why does this character have this?
I feel like the answer naturally to so many zoners is to find that opportune moment to jump in. Mii Gunner's amazing at shutting that down. We saw both an up tilt and an up smash take a stock here. Down tilt for the ground control. Shouts Major Tom.
Yep.
Man, it's just looking so rough for Ling, though. And to think that they did play earlier today, it's not like he's being blindsided by a character he's never fought before. You fought the literal best Mii Gunner in the entire universe just a few hours ago. And it's looking like his learning curve is even faster than Ling's.
I got to be honest, man. With the way most of the projectile characters design this game, you're never going to fight the same zoner twice. There's going to be some very key things they're going to do. But, I mean, if you fought them once early in bracket, there's a good chance they're not going to interact with you the same way. I mean, we've seen it earlier at Omar's. Omar's really, dug into his bag and gave us every type of play style with Snake. We're seeing the same exact thing kind of transpire right now with Capitancito. Up 2 games pretty comfortably, might I add, but I can't call it just yet because Ling ain't no slouch, man. The second best Peach in the world. Show me something.
We're going to get the counter pick over to Yoshi's story. I like the choice for Ling just because he has a couple ways to navigate around these projectiles now with the platforms in play. But man, that said, Mii Gunner can hide underneath them. He can roll, or she can roll the bombs off of them as well. There's a lot of strengths for both characters on this stage. Wow, the footstool to escape. Finds him there on the way down. And Ling, wow, a Z catch too. He didn't even press a button. That was just a raw read, a raw reaction maybe by Capitancito. And he's prepared for everything.
I mean, when you have a recovery system as exploitable as this version of Mii Gunner right here, you got to have everything and then some to get yourself out of harm's way. Love that. Gets the flow cancel forward throw. Toad getting it done early right there. Clean stuff. Now Ling has this lead. Very curious to see what he's going to do to hold on to it, because as scary of a character as Meat Gunner is, doesn't play as well when they're in the deficit.
Oh, all right, quick 50 there. Ling showing Peach's stuff here for the first time really in the set. It's pretty much the biggest opening he's found. Oh, looking for back air and a down smash. Finds an up smash on the receiving end though from Capitancito, and now he's looking for this juggle here. What do you have? Spends the charge shot for a little bit of block pressure, and now I think this is where we're gonna see Meat Gunner start to struggle. Chasing down a stock lead, it's not that easy for these zoners.
No, absolutely not, especially not one design like Meat Gunner. I think Peach, oh my goodness, the traps in the corner looking dangerous as ever, but still not enough to get it to 155%, and it really feels like Ling right now is a shoo-in to lap Capitancito right here. Nothing off the down tilt. Beautiful stuff, and trying to stop those movement options. And this is exactly what I was getting ready to talk about. You know, this character is so good, but when you are in the deficit, he doesn't have to approach it the same way, which means you lose up tilt, which means you lose up smash. Use a lot of options, but down tilt gets it done.
Capitancito closing that stock gap, but still facing a nasty deficit here. Oh, wow, if Ling had picked jump there, that would have been massive damage. Instead, it's looking like Ling is continuing to push forward, wants to at least see a fourth game in this set. What's the lead trap gonna be? Okay, full hops with the nair, meeting him halfway from the jump. And look at all those missiles on the way back. Hitbox or no hitbox on the recovery, it is much easier said than done to edge guard a guy like Capitancito. Either way, Ling still finds the lead trap. This is far from over, Rod.
No, this is still in the realm of possibility right here for Capitancito, but he's gonna have to work twice as hard, man. I feel like Ling right now just kind of has his number. Those grenades in the corner, not serving him any justice. Whoa, off the mark with the up air, but damn, his foresight is insane.
All right, the gap not looking all that big at this point. Pressuring that shield with the down air. Yeah, those multiple hits. Got to make sure you keep your shield up. If you look for a parry or just a quick punish out of shield, that's how this character can open you up. Okay, there we go. Down smash from Ling. He's got the turnip in hand, really recognizing that on this stage, when Meat Gunner wants to ride the wall, it's just easy pickings.
Okay. Very well aware of that right here, only 51%. This is still kind of weird. I mean, Capitancito, yes, in the deficit, but he's the one not really approaching, and overextend if you must on this platform. Down tilt takes no prisoners. Let's see how this one wraps up right now. Okay, nice. Yes, I can scrap up close. Don't get it twisted. It ain't just limited to me, Brawler.
Oh, wow, the bomb coming out, but Peach sending it right back with the dash attack. Yo, Capitancito is right back in this. Only about 25% down. It was so much worse for him just a few minutes ago. Really bringing it back in this matchup. We were talking about how zoners struggle to chase down a lead. Not in the hands of a player this good.
Damn!
Oh, no, and he's done! No way! 2 consecutive 3-0 victories for these Dominican players out here. Sonics sweeping Larry Lure clean, and Capitancito doing it right back to Ling in the loser semifinals.
That's right. Make some noise for Capitancito, man. Turning it up right here in top 4. Ling right there obviously played his absolute best, but again, it's just a weird matchup. I mean, you kind of know what these characters want to do on paper, but when they are piloted by somebody's talent, look at him smiling. Look at that big old smile.
He's cheesing.
Look at him. I can't help but to smile. I played my ass